Hey everyone, this is Nick with Us versus Herd. I know the fight was last night, and there's a lot online going on about who should have won, who shouldn't win. But I think from a trading standpoint, there's something about the fight that really inspired me, and I just wanted to go over it with you guys and share my thoughts on what I was thinking in the background. So when I'm doing things, watching TV or watching a fight or watching another YouTube video or whatever the case is, or I'm just mowing the lawn, I'm always thinking of different ways that I can make my trades better, how I can make my life better, and just different things that I'm doing. And the one takeaway that I wanted to go, well, there's a few takeaways regarding the fight that I was thinking of as it was unraveling. Everybody was tweeting or texting or Facebook posting or whatever the case is, what was happening, what their opinion was. But I just want to go over with you on kind of the thought behind and some of the inspiration behind, what inspired me during that fight. Now, if you have any questions or you like the video, comment below, subscribe. I'm going to go over a few things here that really inspired me. So if you look over here, I don't know. I mean, if you didn't watch the fight, I definitely recommend just looking it up. It's pretty quick. It doesn't take that long. But if you look up here, for those that didn't watch it, Conor McGregor really came out strong in the beginning of the fight, and then he started kind of wean off. And then, as you can see from the chart here, Conor McGregor, these are the power punches landed, and Conor was 1 through 4 or 1 through let's see here, he's the blue one. So 1 through 4, he's landed his power punches, and as you can see here. His total punches landed. Let's see, through the 5th round, he was, taking the lead on the punches or the hits, and then on the, after the 5th round, he started to wean off, and that's when Mayweather's strategy started to take off. When he started to see that McGregor was getting fatigued and how he started to wear him down, and I think that was his plan. It was just like, let's get the new boy in and wind him down, like let's get him into the ring, wear him down a little bit, and then when he's tired, he's going to strike. And as I'm thinking about the trades, I was thinking about a lot of things that I do or a lot of things that people do that are often mistakes, and I just was reminded of myself that a lot of the times that we lose money in the market is because we didn't take the time to plan the trade. Now, planning the trade, I mean, people say, "Oh, I'm in the market a lot," or I know the numbers. But at the end of the day, like sometimes you can go a long period of time without looking at the yearly chart. Like when was the last time you looked at the yearly chart or the 2-year chart and to see where we are? And I mean, 2017, we're pretty extended on what's going on here. But take the time to read the charts, find areas of support and resistance, and what I've been doing. Let's see here, for instance, on Amazon. It's There's some stuff around here on Amazon. Let's take the last few months on Amazon here. Since earnings, you can see that it's been on the decline. They've had some good news. They just bought Whole Foods, but as you can see here, they're really on the decline. On looking back, touching down to 880, 850 area. But if you're frequently trading Amazon, when was the last time you looked at the yearly chart? Have you been noticing, like, oh, because we gapped up these few days in here, it's going up, but as you can see, the overall trend is going lower. What I like to do is find areas of support and resistance and write those down on a piece of paper or open up your notepad or on your Mac or your Windows PC and find areas of support and resistance. Write those down. And if you're selling options, like what we do a lot of times here, you want to short or sell options below or above points of support and resistance. Like Mayweather, he played the long game. If you're not sure about a trade, don't trade it. Like sometimes we get into the mood like, oh, we have to trade. We just want to trade just to trade, and I need to get in the market. If I'm not in the market, I'm making money. But when that mentality, you're going to be losing money. You're going to be losing money, and you're probably going to be losing money every day or every week. Or you may have a few wins here and there, but at the end of the month, when you calculate your P&L, you're going to be losing money. So if you're not sure, don't trade it. There's always going to be another trade, and that's kind of one of the things that people get tricked into. Like, oh, if I lose this opportunity now, it's not going to come back again. But as you know, a day in, day out, there's always opportunities. Whether there's news events for Amazon or other companies, or there's political events such as North Korean news or any of that kind of news. There's always ways, and there's always going to be another trade. So don't try to trick yourself. If a trade goes by and you thought and you're going to be right, don't kick yourself in the teeth or do anything like that. Just like, it's going to be okay. There's always going to be another trade. And if you do decide to trade, like sometimes you'll say, okay, well, I believe in this trade. However, I'm probably about 60 to 70% sure. I'm not 100% sure. It could work out, but give yourself enough time to be right. So if your options are expiring, if your options are going to expire this week, or you're going to expire next week, maybe give it another week, give it another 2 weeks. If that trade takes longer, but to pay out, at least that you gave yourself enough time to be right, or you could roll it or whatever. And you really want to take this time to understand the trade. And what I mean by that is, don't just be like, oh, I like Amazon above 900. Okay, I mean, why do you like Amazon above 900? Is there a certain area of support there? Is there something that Amazon, every time they hit 900, the stock goes up 25 points? I mean, it could be anything. But is there a reason why you are trading that? So don't just try to when you're going through the trades, try to go through the mentality of why you do that trade. It's so easy these days just to go on Thinkorswim or Tastyworks or E-Trade or any of those and just hit buy or sell or whatever the case is, because you get the trade and then you think later like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have done the trade. Or if you're trading on a small account, like, oh, I don't want to burn that day trade, so now I'm going to keep it, see if it works out. And in the end, it's not going to work out. So take the time to understand the trade and why you're trading it. And like I said before, one of the things is avoiding mistakes. The best way to make money is to not lose money. And I know that sounds kind of, weird or stupid, but every time that you do a trade that loses you money, it's not helping you anyway. So what I like to do is when I'm ahead on a trade, or if I'm determining whether I should take profits or not, whether it's like, let's say I like to take profits around 50%, but if it's at like 40 or 30, during the week I have certain goals, and if I say, will this trade, if I were to sell this right now, will this hurt me or harm me? And that's the kind of the mentality that I want to take, is like, will this trade, if I close this trade right now, will it help me or harm me in the end? And if it's going to help me, more than likely I try to get in that mentality that I'm going to close that trade out. And like I said before, mistakes cost you money. Your goal is to keep your money. There's the person that you're trading with on the other side, or the robot, or whoever's on the other side of that trade wants to take your money. So you need to do everything that you can to keep your money. You don't want to just give them any opportunity to take your money. Because if you're just like, oh, it was only, let's say you bought some premium, or you bought some options, it was only $20, and you're like, oh, it was only $20 here, it was only $20 there. Sooner or later, after 10, 20 trades, you're down 100, 200, 300, and it'll keep going. And like I said, there's always going to be another trade. Whether it's that stock or that opportunity, or you missed that opportunity, there's going to be another stock, there's going to be another setup. Plan your trades. I just want to do a quick video on this to inspire you and just get you guys back on track. Sometimes we go off track as traders, and it takes time and discipline to really get back to making money, and understanding why you're making money and what the trades are. So if you have any questions, or I want to know how your trades are going, comment below, like the video, and hit subscribe.